Alright everyone, welcome back to the Final Fantasy X Let's Play Yuna Only Challenge. We did get Yuna back from her being kidnapped for the first time. Yay, Yuna being kidnapped! So there's something important that I want to show you here. It has to do with Blitzball. Now, as soon as you reach this point, you can play Blitzball, but what you want to do is save before you ever touch the Blitzball option, which I have done. Reason being, there's a very specific thing that you want from Blitzball. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can find it. And level 1 key sphere is not it. It's the only way you can get it is as a first place prize or much later in the game. And what you're looking for, by the way, keep level 1 key sphere in mind, what you're looking for is a teleport sphere. The reason we do this, and what I'm doing now is I'm resetting the game and gotta load that file straight back up, is that if you have not opened the Blitzball options, it won't save the options that are there. So at this point, it could be anything. As soon as we click on the Play Blitzball button, like you can see me doing now, it will open it back up. So again, that's level 1 key sphere. That's not what we're looking for. But as soon as you see what it is, the game does indeed save it. So that's why this is kind of an important process to go through, and sometimes it does take a while because as far as I can tell, grabbing that teleport sphere, getting that one to come up, it seems to be more rare than some of the other options that are available, like that silly level 1 key sphere. So hey, there you go. Third try teleport sphere. Okay, now that we see it here, what I'm going to do is I am going to cancel back out, immediately go save the game. So now that we've done that, the teleport sphere is going to be there when we come back to it later, now that we've seen it. So, and you can see I'm already up to 42 hours in this game. So, the other thing I want to go over is a few of the fights here. There are a couple of required fights. I wanted to make sure that poison touch weapon is equipped. By the way, also talk to everybody on this road. Pretty much everyone's going to give you a something. I already picked one of them up. That one's not very important, but yes. As you can see, I skipped Machen, I think his name is, just because his discussions are storyline and not related to the challenge. So, okay, so while we're going through this fight and a couple of the others as well, I do want to mention, while we were still in Luca, there were a few fights. Of course, you know, I wanted to make sure you guys win the Blitzball game because you do get a strength sphere, and we're going to go ahead and equip that right now just because I want to get that out of the way. So go to the sphere grid with Yuna. You need to be next to an open sphere like the one you see there, an open node, and you just go to use strength sphere. So we're going to do that. And now you have to activate it with the power sphere, which is going to raise her strength by 4. Normally you would put this on someone like Orin or Titus or something, but now you can see her strength is 9 up from 5. So just by doing that, her strength almost doubled. It is going to be helpful on boss fights that are immune to poison. So as you know, we have that poison touch. Oh, come on, Machen. I don't want to know this information. Skip, 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 skip! Okay, well, while he discusses that, a few fights that we did do while we were still in Luca. Right after the Blitzball game, Titus and Waka were fighting a few fishies that were slightly stronger than their attacks, had slightly more health than their attacks, so doing a no sphere grid challenge is a little bit difficult with those two. So anyway, I forget where I was at. There's an ice brand. Anyway, there's a, basically what you want to do is, you want to do the fight in the water with Titus and Wako. If they're doing their own single character only challenge, they'll be plenty well leveled up. If not, then you just need to use both of them to kill a single thing, or if they happen to have a lightning strike weapon, have that equipped for those fights. It'll help a little bit. There's also, okay, I'm going to interrupt that real quick. I got a bomb here, and if you attack the bomb 3 times, it will explode in your face. But if you can get it poisoned in the first 2 attacks, it'll kill itself without having that happen. So if you can attack it and then just keep yourself healed, it will eventually kill itself. What you can do as well, if you really want to, is use the Null Blaze, like I'll do here just to show you guys, and then its attacks will do nothing. So, back to the Luca stuff. Once Auron enters the party, if you're doing the Auron only challenge, it's still pretty easy. You just you want to use a power break on that dude. If you're using a Waka only challenge, you want to use a dark attack on the dude. And I'm referring to the large dude that takes more than just one shot from Auron. So it's a pretty straightforward. If you're using Titus haste, you should have haste by that point, and then kill it that way. So pretty easy fight. I didn't really want to go through it, and you can see here, just using that poison, I killed off that bomb and get some experience from it. So yeah, and then coming back to why we had to grab that teleport sphere, you want to get that because then once you get to Guado Salam with Riku in the party, you can then customize evade and counter on a weapon with a teleport sphere, which is really, really useful. So it's not actually that valuable to play Blitzball up until that point. And there are some characters you're going to want to pick up along the way. So well, I'm probably not going to talk about that right now, but what I'm going to mention right now is just the strategy here does not change at all. You want to basically do exactly the same thing we just did with that bomb, is poison something, and maybe 2 somethings if you can get it, like that, and then just heal yourself back up to full while you're waiting for those guys to kill themselves with the poison. So pretty straightforward. We're going to wait till those guys die before we deal with the elemental heal here, and then we're going to do that. So not a terribly difficult strategy here now that we have that poison strike weapon, or the poison touch weapon, and that's why we spent so much time working on getting that in Kilika. So pretty darned important. And as you can see here, they do a lot of damage, but you should be able to heal it, if not fully, up pretty close to it. So, and there's one of them gone, and so now the damage is going to reduce, and the chance to be confused is going to go down. So, and that's the strategy. So, pretty much just run around here doing that until the point where you get leveled up enough to actually... the next leveling point that we need to get is going to be the reflect, but we don't necessarily need that until we get to... I may just run away from this white elemental just for the sake of it's going to take a while to kill. But you don't need to get to reflect until just before Operation Mihin, so if you want to do that on the Mushroom Rock Road, that's fine. And that's actually a really good place to do it, to do the leveling, because of the... Wow, I'm just having a mind blank. You get more experience there than you do on the Mihin Road, so as you can see there, I got a little extra health, so that'll be helpful. But I'm going to do just a little bit of leveling here and then continue on that direction. And the next video will be with the Chocobo Eater, so I will catch you guys at that point. And have a good one.